Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. 6.9 billion naira fraud. Emefiele CBN staff faces 5 years imprisonment in fresh procurement charges filed by the federal government as they implicate Godwin Emefiele with the amount. So they are working in CBN, but they are helping themselves, putting money together and, helping themselves to become rich. And then guess what? Every single person is seeing what is happening. So one of Emefiele's staff, they said there is 6.9 billion amount of money that has also been, he has been indicted with. And guess what? That is also causing a lot of reaction. And the guy, guess what? Implicated Godwin Emefiele in the whole of it. So the federal government is saying this is part of the reason. This is part of the reason why, they are also holding Emefiele. The federal government apparently pushing for a 5 year term against the suspended governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, having instituted a fresh 20-count procurement fraud charges against him, which relies heavily on Section 19 of the Corruption Practices and Other Related Offense Act 2000. This section reads, any public officer who uses his office or position to gratify or confer any corrupt or unfair advantage on himself or any relations in association to the public office or any other public office will be guilty of the offense and shall go into conviction, be liable for imprisonment for 5 years without option of fine. Why Thursday has been fixed for the arraignment before the Federal Capital Territory High Court. The charge sheet signed by the Director of Public Prosecution, Federal Ministry of Justice, Mohammed Abubakar, accused Emefiele, Sadid Yaru, and her company, April 1616 Investment Limited, of conferring corrupt financial advantage on themselves by diverting public funds and purchasing exotic vehicles through the same. Some of the counts roads that you, Emefiele, Godwin, male adults, sometime in 2018, within the jurisdiction of the Honorable Court, did use your position as Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria to confer a corrupt advantage on Sadi Rabiu Rolo, a staff member of the Central Bank of Nigeria, by awarding a contract for the supply of 37 non-Toyota Hilux vehicle at the cost of 854,700 naira, million rather, only on April 1616 Investment Limited, a company in which she is director, and thereby committed an offense. That you, Emefiele, male adult, Sadiq Rani, female adult, and April 1616 Investment Limited, sometime in 2019, within the jurisdiction of this Honorable Court, did conspire among yourselves to use the office of Godwin Emefiele as Governor of Central Bank to confer a corrupt advantage on Sadiq Romney Rola, staff of the Central Bank of Nigeria, by awarding a contract to supply one Toyota Highlander cruiser cost of 73,800,000 only to April 1616 Investments. Statement of the offense conferring corruption advantage contrary to Section 16 of the Corruption Practice and Other Related Offense Act 2000. On Tuesday, the federal government sought to withdraw its legal possession of firearm charges against Emefiele. However, what has happened has gone beyond that, as he faced 5 years jail term. The arraignment in Lagos followed an order by the FCT High Court that the Department of State Services must charge the suspended CBN governor within 1 week or release him from prolonged detention, which runs from over a month now. The Whistlers was informed by an officer working in DSS that the first arraignment was an interim agreement and would be followed by charges. So levied accusation are ongoing on some of the issues, okay, who are which we are currently looking at very steadfastly. We are looking at it very carefully and trying to understand some of the premise in which things are currently happening. So Godwin Emefiele now may be going to a 5 years jail term, okay, with allegations being levied against him, and this is as a result of, they found occasion within his office to hold him captive, okay, and to say to him that you have not been able to satisfy the premise of your office. Okay, so this is what is happening right now. And this is why every single one of us must ensure that we do everything humanly speaking possible to change the course of what is happening right now. So we hope that Nigerians will look upon this very carefully and be able to make real tangible impact and, carefully examine all that is being said. Okay, so it is what it is. And if there is any need why every single person must ensure that we are working at it and ensuring the difference is being spelled out, that time is now. So Nigerians are carefully watching and seeing how these things are playing out. And it has become very clear that the days upon us are very critical, and every single person is beginning to ask themselves real serious concerns, questions. Okay, so what's the next point of call? What do we do next? And how do we begin to ensure that we appropriate all the necessary right opportunity for the change to come? So these are some of the issues that are happening, and every single person is waiting patiently to begin to speak into some of these areas so that Nigeria can truly have, the nation we've all envisaged and be looking forward to, have been praying for. So it is what it is. There are days and there are days. And this is one of such days when every single person must align on the position of truth in order for Nigeria to be able to gain her rightful position. If you look at the whole thing with all that is happening, how did we get here in the first place when there are people who wants to, take over that which belongs to us and bring this nation of no reputation at all? So it is what it is. It is what it is. And if there is any time where we should all arise, I think that time is now. So my lovely people, do not forget to please give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. And from us is bye for now. Bye-bye.